And remember, we
All right. All right. So we have Renee Lynn on today. She is an incredible leader and a four-star. I'm going to make her co-host right now, and she has some wonderful things she's going to share with you guys. Let me do that right now. There we go. Oh,
it did a weird
it
thing.
it
When
did a weird thing.
I
Don't
logged in, it did a weird thing and it put
worry.
your name up here. So I'll put my name up here, but then you can, I guess, change it. I don't know
You
how
are
that works.
fine. Do not even worry. Yeah, so no
Okay.
worries. Okay. All right,
Oh,
go ahead, Renee. Take it
thank
away.
you. Thank you, everyone. Um, well, welcome on this Wednesday, and hope everybody started their day and is excited for what we have ahead. And so, is there somebody that would like to share this morning? Is there anybody that has something they would like to share before we get started as people are coming into the room? Well, I'll share some good things. I know as people are coming onto here, I have a brand ambassador. Her name is Christina, and every once in a while we get discouraged. And she expressed to me a couple weeks ago that she was like, I'm just reaching out to so many people, and I'm having that moment. We all have moments in our business that feel like dry moments, but of course they're just kind of where we have that little dip as we're keep reaching out. We keep lots of little kernels in the oil, and then pretty soon as conversations start warming up, they start popping. And so we had a really great conversation yesterday, and as I got through the products, I said, geez, what did you see that intrigued you? And this lady, her name is Sean. I'm so excited to welcome her. I hope she'll be on this morning. But she said, I have got chills. Like I've been in other companies, and what you're telling me here is so exciting. And she signed up, she came in as a founder, she's excited. And it's just, it gives you that renewed energy. And I'm going to talk a little bit about belief this morning. But as people are coming in, if there's anybody else that would like to talk about something exciting, I know Nilbert's got something happening in San Diego today. Do you want to share what's going on in San Diego?
Hi, good morning, Renee. Good morning, everyone. Yes, so today is Wednesday. So Lovey and I had started our we call it our coffee and collaboration meetings every single week, right? Every Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 12 noon. We pick a place. We're doing it at a Panera Bread, kind of like right in the middle of San Diego to make it easier for people to, depending on regardless of which direction they're coming from. And it's so we get there. We open it up to all brand ambassadors in the area and everyone actually who may have a brand ambassador in the area or who may have guests in the area. Feel free to send them over. So we get together, we do training. If there's no guests, we just kind of like work on our help each other, kind of like work on our prospects, help follow up or just strategize, right? Going for the promotions. We have a new promotion. We're still working for trips and all that. And if there are guests, then we do on right on the spot, we do a presentation for them and kind of introduce them to this opportunity. And that's how we're going to, that's how Lovey and I are planning to grow San Diego. and then we will just expand from there. So that's the plan, every single week, every Wednesday. So we will always put out the flyers like every week, and then if you follow us on social media, we will always have it on our social media as well. So yeah, very excited for it.
I love that. Yeah. And that's today we're going to talk about using the system and duplicating quickly. And hear from Nilbert and a couple of other people as we go along. We'll take one more share if there's somebody that would like to share this morning. Okay, well, tonight at 5 o'clock, I will be hosting the Wellness Wednesday, and I will be on with Dr. Zimbato out of Maryland, and I will be hosting that. We'll be talking not only about our amazing products and how they contribute to weight loss and wellness and how we share them, but we will be talking about business too. So there will be two weight loss clinic owners. Dr. Ashley will be on. She has med spa. She'll be talking about implementation into that practice. And we have another chiropractor that will be on, Dr. Mazipa. We'll be talking about his own implementation. So I'm really excited about that. Put that on your calendar. Grab the flyer. If you don't have the flyer, if someone could put that in the chat, that would be great. And so, one of the things about duplication is inviting people to events. And I think that a lot of times when events happen, we come, maybe we don't really reach out to other people and get them to the events, and we miss out on that opportunity. So tonight is a great opportunity at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, for you to share with, like, who do you know that is a chiropractor, has a wellness practice, is a health coach, a fitness trainer. Like, when they hear from other people that are in their same or similar industry, that is, that's where we see people get interested. And so, one of the things I want to share today as we talk about um, that that whole phase of duplication. And I will tell you, that was really elusive to me because I had been a traditional business owner for 30 plus years. When I brought someone into the team, I just expected them to have the same vision I had, the same belief system, the same uh, just posture and all of those things. And I didn't, I came from more like an employer standpoint, or maybe you come from more like an employee standpoint where you're not used to leading people. I was used to leading people and telling them, okay, here's the game plan. I didn't tell them what to do. They were my partners in my businesses, but at the end of the day, I wrote a check to them. And so, they were incentivized to do what I asked. And so, in what we do, we are painting a vision and sharing something that will improve people's lives on so many levels. But we have to paint that vision in order to see duplication in our business. We have to teach them systems in order to see duplication in our business. And I will tell you, like, I'm a freewheeler. Like, I create my own systems. Like, when I came into this business, there wasn't really nobody taught me a system. So I listened to leaders. I was like, yeah, okay, three-way calls, this, that, and the other, Zoom presentations, whatever. I was going to do things my way, and I can tell you that it didn't work. And so one of the things that I initially did was I read every single book, like whatever I do, I study it. So as a health coach, I'm constantly studying. And as a business person, I looked at this and I said, well, this is not a business model that I've ever owned before. Like I've created 8 businesses in 30 plus years. Some of them I had for 25 years, 18 years, 10 years. But at the end of the day, I started them all from scratch. So I was used to doing that. And so I felt like I could do a better job of this than maybe somebody that had never owned a business. Well, I was wrong. So I went out and I read every single book on network marketing, everything. And at the end of the day, what I saw, there was a couple of things I saw in there that that would just kept showing up in every book. Number one, be coachable. Number two, follow the system. Number three, get a mentor. So I did all three of those things. So if you have not got a mentor in this business yet, find a mentor. And maybe that's not the person that enrolled you, because a lot of times the person that enrolls us, they don't work the business. And if you're going to worry about what somebody else does, we all know that in life, it doesn't matter what other people do. They're not putting food on our table. At the end of the day, they're not paying our bills. They're not living our lives, walking in our shoes. They don't have our vision. So why would you follow them? So if I can say anything in this duplication process, you need to find a mentor. Now, if you don't have one yet and you have not aligned yourself with one yet, be sure that you are getting plugged into the system. Like there's a great system here. We're all on here together for a reason, because we want to hear what is working for other people. We want to be trained. I'm assuming every single person on this call is coachable. So I had to get coachable. And so that's what I did is I was like, I know a lot, but I don't know this. And so if I can say anything, do that. Now, when you're picking a company, there was something here that intrigued you. There was a reason that you joined 3. Now, I joined for products, very simply for my own personal health. They transformed my health. I did not join for a business. Hopefully, you joined for a business. Like it took me a while to, get that vision painted for me. So when you look at a company, there's some key things to look at and key things that I share when I tell people about 3. First and foremost is timing. Like timing is everything. And we have timing. Our industry is in such an interesting place. Lots of companies going, and this is in the corporate world too. Lots of companies going through distress right now. Lots of people going through distress right now, which is unfortunate. But we have timing right now in the industry where people are really open. There's so many people that have a side gig. I was looking online, and one of my friends who I know lives in like a 9,000 square foot house. We have those big houses out here in the desert. And, she drives a fancy car, and her husband's like he's like a financial guru guy. And I saw her delivering some Uber Eats, and I was like, hey, what's going on? What's up? And she said, well, in between, the taking the kids to school, what have you, I just drop off things to people. And I was like, okay, interesting. Because on her social media, she puts out that she's, I forget who used to use this term, all of that in a bag of chips. And so, would I have approached her? Maybe not. So things to know is we are at the right time. You are in the right place at the right time. You're looking for a company with innovation. Now, I hope, and I would put in the chat, do you believe in our company and our science and our innovation? Because there's lots of companies out there that say they have science. Do you believe that we have that innovation? That's what attracted me because I was already on IVs for 6 years. I was already taking tons of supplements. I was doing all the things to get my health back, and I still wasn't halfway there. And I start taking our products, and boom, 90 days, 180 days, 9 months. I'm no longer taking daily naps. I'm not waking up exhausted. My brain fog has slowly slipped away that I'd had for 3 years. Do you believe in the innovation of our company? That is key. Do we have a product that is quote unquote sticky? In other words, the product that you're looking for, so you want timing, we want innovation, something nobody else has. We have that here at 3. We've got our 12 patent protected delivery systems. Now, is our product sticky? Meaning, will people order it month after month after month? Yes. There's only really 2 industries that I personally see that have sticky products. That is beauty and health. Other than that, do you need a life insurance plan? Do you need a sports bra? Do you need some peptides? Do you really need those things every single day? Probably not. So we have that high retention product that people are going to order month in, month out. Now, does the company have a compelling story? Do we have a compelling story? I mean, I think we have a compelling story. Kim Hui at the top of our company, Samson Lee, they built in another platform to $10 billion, starting with 5 people, starting at ground zero, just like our platform started on ground zero on February 2023. We have that compelling story. There's a reason that Kim Hui is here. There's a reason that we have 15 countries that open on one day. There's a reason that we've sold over $100 million in product in the first 15 months. There's a reason that March 2024, we opened Hong Kong and Greater China and we did a $10 million month. There's a reason. So we have a compelling story. And last but not least, is there good marketing? So my top things that I'm going to look for when I'm going to not only choose a company for myself, but share with others what I saw, and I want to paint that vision for them, is timing, innovation, high retention, sticky product, a company that has a compelling story, and a marketing team. Our marketing team has already built to $1 billion+ Like, we don't have a marketing team that says they're gonna do it. They want to do it. They hope to do it. They're going to pray we're going to do it. Just like Dr. Dan says about our products, that we have clinical trials and clinical studies because we don't have to hope our products work, pray our products work, think our products work. They work. So if I can say anything to you, your belief system is everything in getting started. And without that belief system, you can't be excited, you can't sound excited, and nobody wants to follow, as Christine says, a parked car. So we want to paint that vision, and we want we want to be able to duplicate that vision. So having that mentor, being coachable, not doing your way, using the system is the key here. And so today, I thought I would just share a couple of things on our system. We have a super simple system, and your team is going to do what you do. I think that's one of the first things I learned here is, if I decide I'm not showing up on the morning call and I'm not sending a little message out to my key people, and they're not sending messages out to their key people, I'm teaching people what I want them to do by taking action. So I don't have words coming out of my mouth and my feet not moving. That's the key. That's a key to life, you know. What's the saying? I believe in people. I watch people's feet. I don't watch their mouths. So key thing here is that your team, the people, yes, Kimberly, the speed of the leaders, the speed of the gang. I like that. But if you want people to move in alongside of you and do this business with you, you are going to have to do the things that you have to show people by your own actions. And so with that, I would love to bring up my friend and compadre, Nilbert. And he is definitely a person that is system driven. That's just ingrained in him being in the military. And probably part of his personality because he's a very disciplined human. But Nilbert, as I go through some of these things, I would love for you to kind of chime in here about the fact that you saw the system, you didn't question the system. Maybe in your mind you questioned the system, but you came in and you did the system and you continue to duplicate the system. Like, where was your mind at in looking at the system and in starting to grow your team?
Okay, so I should say that, when I started this, about 18 months ago, 19 months ago, coming from a military background and totally out of my element because I've never done anything like this before. So I defaulted to, okay, you know what? I have to learn a new skill set. So I just, number one, I became coachable. I listened to what you you started to teach me. Listened to what Dr. Bell showed me before, and then so I just listened to my mentors and my leaders, and then okay, when what they showed me was that okay, this is actually not that hard. I just like you, Renee, I came in for the products because I experienced amazing results for both me and my wife when we first used it, right? And okay, so I know that for me the product works, so all I need to do is share the products. That's it. Share the opportunity. Get them to watch a 35 to 40-minute Zoom so that they have a good understanding of what this opportunity is all about. That really didn't seem so hard, right? But as I started to do this, okay, Well, there's actually what's the word? There's a method to the madness, so to speak. Everything we do actually has a purpose. So, the power of two, right? The fastest way to get your people activated, you get them, to get two people, one on the left, one on the right, and then you help them get those two people, get two people. So it's just, it just multiplies that way, duplicates that way. Um, and then as far as the duplication, goes, everything we do, we keep it as simple as possible, even our events. That way we make sure that our team members, our new guests and new prospects, they can actually, oh, okay, this is not so hard. I mean, it's nothing too complicated. And that's how and for me, that's how it worked for me. That's how I grew my team. I just told them, okay, hey, you know what? What I taught you, exactly what I taught you, just take that and teach that to your new person. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, I agree with that, but many people don't do that because they feel a little bit maybe intimidated, or maybe they think, well, I'm not ready to be a leader, or there's something in there that's intimidating. So first and foremost, I think getting people onboarded, super, super important. Like, how do you get people onboarded, Nilbert?
So once we have a new person that just joined, right? Within, within like if it's really close, how we always have the Saturday onboarding calls, right? If it's really close to that Saturday, okay, hey, this is very important. The first thing you need to do is get on this onboarding call so you can get a really good walkthrough of your back office, how to get connected on all our social media apps, and all that. Now, sometimes, we get a new person on a Monday or a Tuesday. So, there's a lot of days in between there, and we want to get them going. So what we usually do, like Lovey, myself, what we usually do is that we do the onboarding ourselves already. Hey, let's schedule a call. When are you available? Tomorrow or tomorrow evening or whatever. Let's set aside like a 30 to 45-minute call. We want to walk you through your back office. We want to show you exactly how your back office looks like, where you're going to get your commissions, where your retail links are, and all that. And so, you're 100% correct, Renee. The onboarding is so crucial because it's really what gets them started. And then we show them their visual tree, kind of give them a little bit understanding. Okay, you're gonna, get one person on your left, one person on your right, and so you can start cycling and stuff like that. So,
So
yeah.
tell me about that roadmap call.
Yes. So the roadmap calls that I used to receive, from you, from, other leaders, and then more recently from Christine. So I turn around and actually do that from my team as well. The roadmap call is actually uh, very, very effective because, okay, let's say, like actually we have a couple under Jasmine, right? So Jasmine's my level two. So these are a level three couple that shows so much potential. They actually came in on a premium, but they're gearing up to upgrade to a founder because they're very business minded. So I told Jasmine, okay, ask them, are they available tomorrow or Thursday? Let's do a roadmap call with this couple. On the roadmap call, I asked them, okay, where do you see yourself, or how much? Okay, let's keep it very simple. How much do you want to earn in the next month, in the next 2 months? They'll give a number. Okay, this is, okay, we'll take that number and then we'll break it down. Okay, based on the how much you want to earn, to achieve for the next month or the next 2 months, this is how many, let's say founders packs you need to you put in. Okay, we just use founders packs as a easy way to compute. Of course, the equivalent points could be more than, like several premium packs or whatever. But Okay, this is how many founders packs that you need. Okay, in order to enroll this many founders packs, how many people do you need to talk to? Okay. So they'll, okay, well, maybe 3 times, 4 times that. Okay. So, okay, now you know how many number of people that you need to actually talk to. How many do you need to invite to to a opportunity call? So we break it down step by step, doing the math. It gives them a clear path. Okay, in order to achieve this, we need to do at least five, talk to 5 people a day, right? That way we will get to this goal. So we just break it down, that way, and it gives them a really clear path, like really a roadmap that they just need to follow to get to their goal.
Exactly. I love that. Now the next step is, and yes, we just, if someone has a financial goal of $1,000 in the next 4 weeks, we're just going to show them how they initially start with those product introduction bonuses, because we're not calculating in any other commissions at this point. So very simple. We keep it simple. Keep it simple. Now the next part is, in order to sell those founders packs, we've got to, on that roadmap call, we've also got to paint the vision of what that means. Like if you need 3 founders packs, or 6 premium packs to get your where you're going to get that $1,000, then you've got to understand what the job is. And the job is launch events, one-on-one Zooms, getting people onto a Zoom call, and then taking that with your mentor, with your sponsor, into a 3-way follow-up. So Nilbert, when you've taught someone how to invite, they've gotten them either to a Zoom presentation, something that's happening with the company, maybe you've done a launch event, they've gotten 10 people on the launch. Where do you take it? How do you teach the follow-up?
So for the follow-up, I always stress that timing is so important. You can't wait. So the follow-up has to occur immediately, and the three-way text or call has to be done within the next 24, at the most 48 hours, right? While all the information is fresh, they just watch the opportunity, so they have a lot of this information. Right after that, I always teach my team, you follow up right after that. If they send them to like a global call, so sometimes how on our global corporate calls you can't really see who the other participants are, right? I said, don't worry about it. Okay. Save yourself the trouble of having to take the extra step. Hey, did you make it to that call? I never, like, when I have prospects on a global call, I never ask them, did you make it to that call? I immediately send them a message. Hey, so what did you think about that call? Wasn't that awesome? Right? So one of two things will happen. If they were there, if they attended, yeah, they'll give you your feedback. Now, if they didn't make it, they'll tell you anyway. Oh, you know what? I didn't make it and all that. Hey, you know what? That's okay. When are you available the next, like tomorrow? Because we can actually do a private Zoom tomorrow, like a one-on-one, so you always follow up, like a 1-2 punch. Now, assuming they did already watch the call or the opportunity Zoom, I always teach my team, okay, they will have questions. They like, whether it's the product or comp plan, the immediate responses. Hey, you know what? I would love to connect you to my business partner. I'm still learning a lot right now, and he's the one who really taught me a lot of, like what I know right now. So he can definitely provide a lot of, or provide better answers. And I'm also going to learn in the process. So we get connected, and then that's where either myself or, one of my veteran 3 stars like Lovey, we're just gonna do the form, right? Ask them about their family, their occupation, to get to know them. And then we'll find a way to properly, close them and get them enrolled. Because everyone's different, right? So there's always a different approach. But the most important thing about this is the time. You can't wait. You can't wait, like if they attended a Monday global call, you can't wait till the end of the week to, because by that time, the excitement has gone down. They would have forgotten half the stuff that they already saw. So the timing is important, or the urgency, the sense of urgency is important. That's what I meant to say.
100%. And the next thing you teach your people is that three-way text.
Correct. Correct. It's a three-way, and I always tell my team too, like, the reason the three-way text is so important is because when they have a question, um, if I'm already there, they've already done a proper instruction. I can jump in. I can jump in right away and kind of like, sometimes, because of our schedules, the person who actually is going to enroll them, might not have seen the text yet. But so again, it's all about sense of urgency.
So what that does, Nilbert, is you've now taught not only your brand ambassador the simple system, but you've taught the new prospect how simple the system is.
Exactly. Exactly. Actually, there's a couple of times when, okay, we did the three-way text, we answered their questions, they enroll, and they just say, well, okay, how do I start? Like, what do I do? And I just tell them, well, remember when so and so invited you to the opportunity call? Yeah. And then remember where after that, she followed up with you and kind of wanted to get your feedback, right? And then after that, she just connected you with me, and then we answered your questions. Yeah. Well, that's exactly what you do. That's exactly
So
what you do with your new people.
it keeps it so simple. That's where the duplication happens over and over and over, and doing that over and over. And I'm going to talk about one more thing with you, Nilbert, and that is the board of directors. And that is, you know, staying connected to people. I think in this world, we want to text everybody, and that was hard for me because I'm used to people walking in my office and coming after me. So staying connected to people, creating that team culture, and we're really going to create that. We're going to start that with those people that show us that that we're not chasing people. Hey, can you come this next week to our event? Or did you want to like do some one-on-ones this week? Or, we're not chasing them. We're literally leading by example. And then we're looking for those people that are reaching back at us. So we're having conversations with them. They're having conversations with me. Like if I'm going to reach out to someone and say, hey, I'd love to chat with you, kind of catch up with you, see where things are at. Here's my calendar, book a 20-minute call with me. And they don't do that. I'm okay with that. I'm not taking that personally. That's teaching me where they're at. So Nilbert, tell me a little bit about how you create that.
So board of directors are actually very, very, if you want to grow a large business, you have to start with kind of like your what we like to call your board of directors. And it's actually a concept that's not unique to this industry, because in every other industry, including the military, one admiral can't do it all. The admiral will have several captains. The captains will have several commanders, and the commanders will, it's same thing with this industry. You can't do it all yourself. Or if you try to do it all yourself, it's going to be slow going, right? Because you can only do so much in a day. So inevitably, you're going to have key leaders in your team, those people that really have that kind of like running with you, right? So you handpick those people to basically help grow your business. So just a bit over a week ago, I did a board of directors Zoom call with several key members of my team. Like I think there was like six of us, right? And they're not all level ones. There were some level twos, and there was a few level threes, because you know you never know who you're gonna get in your team, and you're gonna get a hard charger who's a level three and all that. But I saw all the potential in these folks. I pretty much got them together first, and basically I made sure that we're all aligned with our vision. Everyone wants to go to Vietnam. Everyone wants to qualify for their next rank. Everyone wants to go to Hong Kong as a 3-star or higher minimum, right? Stuff like that. When I say Hong Kong for the convention in March. So we get that out of the way, and then we kind of then I go down and okay, here's what we need to do. We're doing a 90-day run, right? So this, so you basically get them to all, like, you're all on the same page. You're doing the 90-day run, and then they spread it to their teams as well. So basically, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, I can't think of a better word than a board of directors. They basically your cabinet members that really help you really achieve your goals, right? For the whole team. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, when you think about who you're going to work with, and maybe just start out with one person, or maybe start out just on your own, and you're, working with your mentor to get those people and define who they are. You want to stay connected to them, create culture that's authentic. So there's nothing worse than somebody constantly calling you up like, who'd you call this week? Don't worry about that, who they called this week. Trust me, they'll if they're motivated, they're going to make those calls. They're going to do the system, and a simple system that you can teach people, but you got to do it yourself, is reach out to three. It's like 3-2-1 is what it's called. Reach out to 3 people every single day, 3 new people. And that's not, you saying like, hey, I got some great, stuff for your inflammation. It's you having a very simple conversation. Hey, Nilbert, how are you? I'd love to catch up with you. I've been working on a new project. Love to hear what's going on in your life, but also share some things I'm excited about. And then follow up with 2 people. So very, keep a list of all the people you've talked to. Reach back out to them. Like maybe you talked to someone 18 months ago when the company started. Find that list and reach back out, update them on our company, update them on our innovation, update them on our key points of why we have done so well. And then, you want to um, have one thing that it has that third party validation. And if you could do that 5 days a week, so let's say each day you have one person getting on a Zoom, each day, you're using the Wellness Wednesday, which I put in the chat. You're using the, global Zoom, you're doing one-on-ones. You're getting them into a 3-way call. You're using that third party validation. That's the 3-2-1 system. So I know I went over a little bit today. Thank you, Nilbert, for being here, and always appreciate you. I didn't know Nilbert 18 months ago, but I know him pretty well now, and have traveled to Asia with him, and I wasn't able to get to Mexico, but we will travel to, I know he's won that Vietnam trip, and I'll be there too. So very exciting, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do, for showing up, for bringing others, for leading, and lead by example. Take that action. Trust it. When you don't have enough trust in yourself, use your mentor and use somebody else's story. All right, you guys, take care.
Great call. It's recorded. I talk to you later.